Hello everyone, MSRNDA 2007 here, and in this episode of Radios in Depth, I am going to be reviewing the bigger version of the radio you saw in the last episode, which the radio that was in the last episode was the Midland ER10. Now the radio I'm going to review today was actually shown in the last episode in the general overview. And that radio is the Midland ER50. So with that being said, let's get into all the features and specifications on this radio in this episode. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so like I usually do, before I get into any of the features and specifications, I am going to give a general overview of the radio. Now, I have the ER10 over here to do a comparison of the two radios. And yeah, they're pretty similar. They have the screws in the corners, exact same button arrangement, and they do the exact same functions, except on the ER10, there's a little bit different functionality with this button, the WX/menu button, that the ER50 doesn't have, so, yeah. Oh, and also, another thing, I'll go into more detail about this later in the episode, but the ER50 does have a backlit screen, while the ER10 does not. That is one difference between the ER10 and the ER50, in that the ER50 has a backlit screen, while the ER10 does not. So, yeah. They have the No Other Radio logo in the same place, screen and speaker on the exact same place, and they both have the Midland branding on top. If we can move to the left side of the radios, they both have LED flashlights with a low, high, and SOS setting. So, yeah. Then on the back, on the ER10, you only have a spot for 3 AA batteries, while on the ER50, you have a hand crank and a rechargeable battery right there. And this uses a Midland BATT26L battery, just like the ER310 does. So, yeah, and then remove battery tab for use. So, yeah, and then also you have the 4 screw holes here in the corners again. The antennas are both kept back here too. The ER10's antenna comes out clockwise if you're looking at the front, but counterclockwise if you're pulling it out from the rear, while the ER50's antenna pulls out counterclockwise when you're looking at it from the front, while it pulls out clockwise when you pull it out in the rear. They both have about the exact same size sticker that shows model number, serial number, and FCC stuff. except on the ER50 it's in the top center position, while on the ER10 it's in the top left position. On the right side of the radio we have our inputs and outputs. On the ER10 you only get a aux out to plug into a set of computer speakers or the aux in on your car stereo, or you can plug in a Bluetooth module. While on the ER50 you get not only a aux out, you also get a USB port to use to charge your phone and a micro USB in to, of course, charge the radio. On top, the ER50 has a solar panel, while on the ER10 you don't really have anything. You only have the flashlight button on the ER10, while on the ER50 you have the solar panel and the flashlight button. Both the hand straps attach up here as well. The one on the ER10 is a bit thinner, but of course it's a smaller radio and doesn't weigh as much, so it doesn't need to be as thick as the one on the ER50. But if you want one as thick as the one on the ER50, you should be able to get one from some sort of place like Joanne, or I don't know, like I think they have Joann's nationwide. Joanne is a craft store. I'm not sure if it's an Oklahoma thing only or not, but who knows. Then on the bottom, both radios have two plastic feet built in. So, yeah. With that being said, let's get into, let me bring this back over. So the first thing we're going to get into will be the siren. Now, just like with the ER10, you cannot test the siren on the ER50. Unfortunately, there's not a clear recording of the siren on the ER50. So what I'm going to end up doing is using a tiny bit of a EAS capture, or I think it was a severe thunderstorm warning that captured off a WXK85 that the ER50 went off for. I just so happened to have the ER50 on at the time, so it went off the alert. So, yeah, because the sirens on these radios, both these radios are different. This one, if you remember from the last episode, it has a high-low tone, while and then the ER50 has kind of a similar siren to the ER210 and ER310. And also the ER200 and ER300. So, yeah. Except so yeah, it's that annoying siren that personally I don't like it. Some people like it, but personally I don't exactly. Although it's not as loud on the ER50 as it is on the ER210 and ER310. Well, I'm not sure how loud the siren on the ER210 is, but I know the siren on the ER310 is extremely loud. And like I said, it sounds similar, except it doesn't go down as far. So, yeah. Anyways, so with that being said, here we go with the siren. Okay, so, hopefully you enjoyed that. Like I said, no one has made a clear recording of the siren on the ER50 yet. So yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have a clear recording that I could play you, but at least I do have that recording right there that I could use to at least showcase the siren. I prefer to have a clear recording, but hey, I gotta do the best with what I've got. So yeah. Anyways, so the next thing I'm going to get into will be the antenna. So with that being said, let's get into that. Okay, so the antenna on the ER50. Now, as I mentioned in the general overview, the antenna on the ER50 comes out counterclockwise when you lift it up from the front. While the antenna on the ER10 pulls out clockwise when you pull it out from the front. Now, obviously, the antenna on the ER10 is not going to be as tall as the antenna on the ER50. Pull the antenna up on the ER50, now the ER10. Okay, so obviously they're not the ER10 antenna is not going to be as tall as the one on the ER50, although they're not exactly at the same height, so let me fix that. Okay, so now they're basically at the exact same height. Oh, and before I get into that, both antennas have 4 extendable links on them, and they both have a similar dome on them. Exact same dome. Anyways, so yeah, I'd have to say that the antenna on the ER10 is about a link and a half shorter than the antenna on the ER50, which that's actually pretty good. So yeah. And also, this is sort of a telescopic antenna. It's not 360 degrees, but you can move it around quite a lot each direction, except this way. That's not exactly going to work. Although, what you could do if you plan on using this as a desktop radio, I don't recommend you do, but if you want to, you have it like this. Kind of like this, and use it as a desktop radio. In fact, you may remember from the last episode, when I did outdoor reception on the ER10, I put it in that position and called it desktop mode. Because if you're going to use it as desktop radio and lay it down, then that'd be the best position to have it in. So yeah, anyways, so the next I'm going to get into will be the reception. Now, I'm only going to do reception on weather and FM because, one, AM reception's not the best in my area. And also, I'm not really good with the call signs for the AM stations here in Oklahoma City. You'd think, with me living here in Oklahoma, my entire life, you'd think I'd memorized at least a few of the call signs, but I've only memorized 1. Well, 3. So, yeah, anyways, so I'm only going to do reception on weather and FM. And I'm only going to do indoor reception. I'm not going to do outdoor reception. Because there's possibility of thunderstorms, and plus the grass is still wet from all the rain last week, and also there's dew on the grass stuff. So yeah, so I'm not going to do outdoor reception. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to make that clear. Anyways, so with that being said, let's get into the reception on weather. So, reception on weather band on the ER50. Now, before I actually turn the broadcast on, I can tell you the reception on this thing's good. I was able to get the weather radio station in McAllister on this radio from here in the Oklahoma City area. And McAllister is like 2.5 hours away. So, yeah. So, although keep in mind, it was 11:50 at night and it was pretty clear outside. So, yeah. Anyways, so that being said, go ahead and extend the antenna and press and hold the weather/band button.
Night, mostly clear. A 20% chance of thunderstorms until lows around 70.
WXK85.
Winds. Thursday, most.
Channel 2, not going to get anything.
Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the low.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at a notification on my phone. Oh, here. This is on 162.450.
From the Norman Forecast Office, here is the forecast for Chickasha.
KJY94. 162.475. This was frequency I got that weather radio station McAllister on. It was 162.475. Haven't gotten it about a week or two, though. Can't really get anything. WNG 654 out of Stillwater.
The following is your hazardous weather outlook. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of northern, western.
Channel 6. Can't really get anything. Channel 7. KJY95 from Wewoka.
It was partly cloudy at Charleston. At Norman, it was partly cloudy.
So, yeah.
The wind was southeast at 3.
So now, I'm going to do the reception on FM. So with that being said, let's get into that now. So, reception on FM. Now it's already set on FM. And it's already on 87.5. I did have this set 92.5 KLMA, but I set to 87.5 for this reception test. And also how I switch bands is you press the power/band button. And then turn the broadcast off, you press and hold it. Turn on, you have to press and hold it as well. So, yeah, 87.5, 87.7, 87.9, 88.1. Some sort of Christian station of some type. Let me check real quick. That is KMSI, and it is a religious station. 88.3, 88.5. Okay, come on, have a track on. Alright. That is another Christian radio station, KZTH on 88.5, 88.7, 88.9. That is K-Love, our local K-Love station here in the Oklahoma City area. I used to have it as a preset, but I used to have preset on the regular version 5 WR100 when the regular version 5 WR300 whenever it was still my main radio before I got the version 5 Deluxe. Look up the call sign for the K-Love station. And don't mind those holes in the wall right there. Don't mind those. KTLV. Okay. Yeah. This is what happens when, whenever, YouTube don't work right. So, yeah. 89.1, 89.3, 89.5, 89.7, 90.1. I think this is run by Oklahoma State University, I want to say. It's run by one of the universities. One. .1 KUCO. KUCO. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's run by the University of Central Oklahoma, or UCO. 90.3. 90.5. Radio U. K213EM. Alternative rock. So, yeah, I guess. Or no. It's either KFXU or K213EM. Not entirely sure about that. 90.7, 90.9. Sounds like another religious station. That is KOKF. And yes, it is another religious station. 91.1, 91.3. I think this is a sports station. 91 point what?
Off of these kinds of trips.
91.3. KAKO. Yeah.
Do you think there was anything wrong with it?
Or no. I think it's AFR Talk, American Family Radio. 91.5, 91.7. I have no idea. KOSU. Oh yeah. This is the one. This is the station operated by LSU. Just wondering which one.
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oops. I wonder where I want to find it. 90.9. 92.1. I actually know the call sign for this. This is 92.1 KRMP. It also operates on 11:40 a.m. Okay, so sorry that the video ended so abruptly. What happened was my camera ran out of storage. So what I did was transfer some files to my laptop and deleted them off the SD card. And I continued filming. But unfortunately, when I edited and uploaded the video to YouTube, the copyright detection system detected 2 songs during the second part. So, yeah, and I've come to the conclusion that it's going to be impossible for me to go through every single FM frequency without a song playing for more than 3 seconds. YouTube will allow you to play a copyright song for about 3 seconds, at least in my experience. So, yeah, but it's going to be impossible for me to go through every single FM frequency without a song playing for more than 3 seconds. So unfortunately, in future episodes, I'm not going to be able to go through every single FM frequency. So, yeah. Anyways, and I'm not going to refilm me going through every frequency. I'm not going to refilm it because it was long and it'll make the video way longer than I want it to be. So yeah, so I'm not going to refilm it, unfortunately, but I will say this radio is very good at DXing on FM. I'm not sure how it compares to the Sangean CL100 or the Spark SHD TX2. But if you're looking for a radio that's good on DXing on FM and you want to keep the price as far down as you can, then get this. This is $40 at Walmart. And like I said, it's very good at DXing on FM. Not as good on AM, but who really listens to AM radio these days? So, yeah, and then it's also not as good as DXing on weather, but it still works pretty good. So yeah, if you're looking for, like I said, if you're looking for a great radio that is good at DXing on FM and gets decent weather reception and AM, and you don't want to spend $50 to get a Sangean CL100 and then a Spark SHD TX2s are very rare, and also you want to keep the price down low, then get this. It's $40 at Walmart. It's a little much, but hey, that's the price you have to pay for, a radio that's good at DXing on FM. So, yeah, and also, I'm not going to refilm the, part of me, going through all the frequencies and stuff. Because that'll make the video way longer than I want it to be. So, yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not going to go through every single FM frequency, because that'll just make the video way too long. And I don't want to waste y'all's time any more than I have to. So, yeah, anyways, I'm not sure what feature is up next, because this is being filmed like 2 weeks after all the rest of the clips were, filmed. So, yeah, but it'll pop up on the screen in a second. So, that being said, here we go with the next feature. Okay, so, speaker quality on the Midland ER50. It's pretty good, so.
It was partly sunny. The temperature was 80.
Lounge. Every night is ladies' night. And join them Saturdays for Saturday Night Fever. XO Lounge.
It was 83 at Tulsa, 87 at Wichita, and 83 at Amarillo.
So yeah, it sounds pretty good. Okay.
The temperature.
Why do I keep trying to turn it off?
Weather outlook.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on, as I'm getting ready to film the required weekly test on the K85, the 7 PM required weekly test. But yeah, the speaker quality is pretty good. So, that being said, oh yeah, this is being refilmed, because the original version wasn't that good. It wasn't good at all. So I decided to go ahead and refilm it. So yeah, with that being said, I can't remember what the next thing is, but, after this clip ends, it should pop up saying what features next. Anyway, so with that being said, here we go with the next feature. Okay, so build quality on the Midland ER50. Now keep in mind, this is being filmed after all of the other clips were filmed, so that's why the time is different. This is actually being filmed the next day. I was editing the video and realized I didn't do build quality. Luckily, I had to refilm the speaker quality, and I couldn't remember what I'd done after speaker quality. So luckily, that gave me an opportunity to put in build quality, so yeah. Anyways, so build quality. This thing, like all Midland's radios, is built pretty well. Quite a nice, solid thing. Although if you drop it decently hard, the battery will slightly come out and it'll reboot the radio. But that's not that big of a deal. It's built quite well. The hand crank, it's a little weird to operate, but I mean, you can do it. So, yeah, built very well, very solid. Now this part here can probably break over time, so that is something to be cautious about. Although the hand crank is only meant to be used if you're down in a storm shelter or something for an extended period of time. It's not meant to be the primary source of power for the radio. So, yeah, and even the hand strap is very durable, very thick, very secure. So, yeah, so the next thing I'm going to get into will be the backlight. So with that being said, let's get into that. So, the backlight on the Midland ER50. So obviously when you press the button, backlight will come on. You have 3 different options for the backlight. To get into the menu, you press and hold the menu button. You can select between 12 and 24 hour time. Set your hours, set the minutes. Then here's your backlight settings. You can either set it to 5, where after 5 seconds, obviously the backlight will go out, as it just demonstrated itself. Off, where it doesn't come on even if you press buttons, and then on, where it will stay on constantly. I just prefer to have on 5 seconds. And also you can select whether you want the frequency or channel to be displayed. I prefer frequency, so we're going to stick with that. So, yeah, the backlight's pretty bright. And it's also white, which is kind of nice. Anyways, next I'm going into the flashlights. With that being said, let's get into that. Okay, so the flashlight on the Midland ER50. Pretty much all the lights are off, except for the backlight on the 12519. So, yeah, go ahead and turn the flashlight on. This is low. Can't exactly light up the room. I mean, it can, but not exactly the best. But you can definitely see a certain area if you need to. And if you aim it up here, actually will light up the entire room. High, you can see everything, and will actually light up the entire room if it's on high. Set it here. Like this, it's pretty much lighting up the whole entire room. The camera doesn't really do it justice, but you could see pretty good in here. So, yeah. See how it does on low. So on low, it doesn't really light up the entire room. I mean, there it is on low mode. That's high. Then, as I was speaking, put up here, see how it looks. Yeah, if you put up there, you get a lot more lighting. Like I said, the camera's not doing it justice because it's acclimated to dark stuff. You know, it can adjust and all that good stuff. So the camera's not really doing it justice, but you can see pretty good with it up there. Now, let me add the ER10. Sure, that'll add more light to the equation. So that's the ER10. Doesn't exactly light up the whole entire room. But yeah, I'd say those do pretty good. ER50 over there, ER10 right there. So yeah, I'd say the flashlight gets a pretty good rating. Okay, where's the remote? Here's the cable remote. Okay. Okay. So, the next I'm going to get into will be the USB port you can use to charge your phone. So, yeah, that being said, let's get into that. Okay, so the ability to be able to charge your phone using the USB port on the ER50. This is something the ER10 does not have. So, here's the ER50. If we open the flap up over here, you see USB port. Plug in there, plug the USB-A in, the USB-A and into the port. Then you plug whatever is on the other side, whether it be Lightning, micro USB, or USB-C. In my case, it's Lightning because I have a iPhone 7. So, yeah. Anyways, go ahead and clear out all these notifications real quick. Okay. Is there anything in here that's worth importance? No, there isn't. Okay, so go ahead and plug the lightning end into my phone and turn the volume on real quick. And works. Now the ER50 is claiming that it's got a low battery. Well, it was flashing. I assumed it meant low battery. The ER310 used to do that when it was still functioning. Oh yeah, in case you haven't heard, my ER310 recently threw in the towel. Oh yeah, low battery. It's not exactly charged up. Okay, okay, let's do this. Put the ER50 up here on its normal spot. Grab the USB cord for its micro USB. Plug it in. Plug it into the port. There we are. Plug it into the micro USB. Now it flashes saying it's charging. Now grab my phone. Plug the lightning cable, the USB-A side of the lightning cable in. And there we are. And now it's working. Okay.
The temperature was set.
Apparently this is causing bad reception. Okay, anyways. So, as you can see here, it's charging. Plug it back in. Or we'll do it on the lightning side. So, unplug it. Plug it back in. There we are. Go ahead and unplug the USB-A side, unplug the lightning end, and put it back in my desk drawer. Because I only use that cable for, I only take it with me on trips and stuff, and I use it to charge the iPod I use for self-activation. So, yeah. So anyways, next I'm going to get into will be the final thoughts. So with that being said, here we go with that. Okay, so I just realized I forgot to go over the ways of powering it, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that real quick. So the primary way of powering it is via the rechargeable battery. Go ahead and put the camera up there real quick. The battery it uses is a Midland BATT26L. It's the same battery used in the ER310. So, yeah. Secondary way is via the micro USB port on the right side of the radio. Oops. Alright, anyway, so via the micro USB port right there. You can also power it via the solar panel on the top next to the antenna and the button for the flashlight SOS beacon, and also the hand crank on the back. So yeah, so anyways, now I'm going to get into the final thoughts. So that being said, here we go with that. So, final thoughts on the Midland ER50. This is a excellent radio overall. The only complaints I have is that 1, it doesn't have a dog whistle. 2, it's only 1050 Hertz, like most radios in the ER series. Well, I say most. There's only one radio in the ER series, because typically this is part of the ER series. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. This is a Walmart exclusive radio. You can only get this radio at Walmart. You can, Antonio, also known as Pittsburgh EAS, he's selling this radio on his, eBay account. He's selling these for the same price you would get one at Walmart. Except it's free shipping. It's free shipping, and taxes shouldn't be too bad. In fact, let me show you how much I paid for my ER50. Still have all the stuff. I still have the original bag from Walmart. Walmart pay from your phone. Get the app today. If you're wondering the box for the ER50, looked like, here's what it looks like. That was there when I got it. So, yeah, here's the box. Flashlight, weather alerts, AM, FM, radio, solar charging. ER50. Here's on the left. Midland ER50 radio. Here's what the back looks like. Shows you all the features, or where everything is, and then all that stuff. Shows you what comes in the box. Then Weather Canada logo and no other radio logo. Serial number on here. It's over there. Guess it's the same. This is usually here. Then also inside, here's what the inside of the box looks like. And here you get a micro USB to USB-A lead, which I'm not using because I have so many micro USB cables. I decided to use my own. I decided to leave the original one in the package, which I will use when I'm on trips. Then screen protector, something else, pull tab. That pull tab, you know, it says remove before using, like remove tab before using or something like that. This is that pull tab. I have done a unboxing video on this radio, which will be linked in the description. If you want to see the unboxing video and how this radio looked brand new, check out the unboxing video. Link to it will be in the description below. Here's the nice instruction manual. Not as detailed as some of their older instruction manuals, but it's pretty good. It's still a pretty good manual. This is English only, for the record, which for anyone watching this video, that's going to be no problem. But although I'm not entirely sure, although it would be kind of nice if they included Spanish. Sorry about that. My main camera ran out of storage. As you can see here, try to press record. Don't want to work. So can't use that. So I'm using my phone to record. I'm using my iPhone 7, which you just saw when I was demonstrating the charging capabilities. So yeah, if you want to see the unboxing video I did on this when it's brand new, link to it will be in the description. And then I think it got it before and ran out of storage, but here's the instruction manual. English only, which for most people watching this video should be no problem. And also there's some film that goes over the flashlight. But yeah. Most people watching this video, it should be no problem that there's no no Spanish documentation. Although if English is not exactly your primary language, like if you speak English really good, but say Spanish is your primary language, or something, or you prefer to read it in Spanish or French or anything like that, Google Translate should be good. Although for people who want to get it, who want French documentation, try getting one from Canada, because some people in Canada do speak French. So yeah, if you want to get one with the possibility of getting French documentation, then get one from Canada. Then I don't have the receipt. Okay, that's not good. Luckily it's been working properly, and also it should have a 1-year warranty on it. So if anything goes wrong, I should be able to contact Midland and get support and get a replacement. So, anyways, oops, that's where the camera lens is. Okay. Doing the best I can. I need to look at getting a phone mount. That's one thing I really want to get. I need to get, so yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about the ER50, I would be more than happy to answer them. Although instead of leaving them in the comments section, if you could please email me at the email you see on the bottom of your screen. I'd prefer you put your questions there and send them to that email, so that I'd be able to look at them and be able to get to them easier and be able to notice them more, because YouTube is not the best at sending notifications. We all know that. But there's especially not good at sending notifications about people commenting on videos. So yeah, so if you have any questions about the ER50 or even the ER10, if you could please email me at the email you see at the bottom of your screen and also in the description, then that would be greatly appreciated. Because if you put it there, you're guaranteed to get a response. Well, you're also guaranteed to get a response by YouTube, but if you want to make sure that it gets seen and your question gets answered, then please email me. So, yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry about the FM reception part being so long. It's just that there are so many stations here. Because I do live in the Oklahoma City area, and there tends to be a lot of stations and metroplexes. So, yeah, so I do apologize for the FM reception part being quite long. So, yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at the email in the description. And have a nice day.